Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Barrett. And here is Neesmith. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Barrett. Floats one. Rebounded by Vucevic. Poke loose. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And it's Vucevic in the corner. 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
And Barrett gets it to go.
When Barrett is playing with confidence, he's all about getting downhill and applying pressure on that rim.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, guys. LeBron wants his respect. He said the work that goes into still playing at this level has to be respected. They say, would you rather be loved or respected? For me, it's always about respect. People can lie and say they love you, and you can always gauge when someone is not respecting you. Kevin, back over to you.
He truly has earned it. Allie, we thank you very much. And it's Vucevic in the corner. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Coming into this league, Vucevic didn't have this shot. Now, you've got to respect him from deep.
Left side, Barrett. James in the post. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
SGA going hard to the basket and finishing it with some power.
Pass to Neesmith. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Ingram.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been off. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Jackson. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Here he goes. Out to Ingram. And here is Toppin. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Vucevic. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Barrett, no good. It's deflected. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. At the elbow, Vucevic. 3-pointer. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, good for 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Up by 16. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
They set the pick. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down.
And I'll tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
Barrett, no good. You know, Tim, we see a lot of talented wings in this NBA. Where does R.J. Barrett separate himself?
Well, he's very difficult when he puts it on the deck, Kevin. He's got some moves, and he's got an array of finishes, both the layup package, or he can pound it on your head.
In the corner, it's Neesmith. Outside, Jackson. James in the high post. Lock at 6. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, once he has some open space ahead of him, there's just no stopping SGA.
In the corner, it's James. Pass to Barrett. For the 3. James, no good.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
James. LeBron James. And finished off by LeBron.
So skilled at finding lanes to the basket. James explodes towards the rim with aggression.
Pass to Nesmith. Hits the three-point bomb. Nesmith has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Here's Vucevic. They get it back. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team.
Pass to Toppin. Lets it go with the 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Rozier. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow. Look at the hops from Rozier getting up and finishing.
And it's Vucevic missing. Guys, if they're going to make a run, no time like the present.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
Here's Rozier. And count it from 19 feet away. Rozier's got 4 points in the quarter. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Simons with the ball. Nothing on the board. Going inside. Oh, what a jam! Simons!
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power? Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Man, Rozier getting up. Impressive to see someone his size finish with authority.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent D there from Beasley. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Now here's Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Beasley. Drills the three-pointer. Beasley's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Back to Vucevic. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Ingram's got 9.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Back to Simons. Oh, what a jam! Simons! And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Leading by 17. We've got more in store for you right after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And this is a big part of SGA's game, drawing fouls, and he's an outstanding free throw shooter.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
It's hauled in by Thor.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Left side, Barrett. And finished off by LeBron.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Beasley for 3. Neesmith. The putback is no good. And it's SGA penetrating. Nice D from Barrett.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
Back to LeBron. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Here's SGA. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
Jackson has the open look. No good from outside.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him. Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Another miss by SGA. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, a lot of French players are coming into the league, and Rudy Gobert said it's amazing. The first ones, like Tony Parker and Boris Diaw, they paved the way. Now, French kids aren't scared to dream about the NBA. They have role models that they can look up to and try to follow. Guys, back to you.
Merci. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Outside, SGA. Puts one up from 19. And he nails the jumper. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Porzingis. SGA with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Inside. Porzingis can't hit. Johnson in the corner. A three ball. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
There's the drive. And then Henderson with the jam.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Here's Rozier. Jams it in off the great move.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
It's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend. Yeah, mistakes like that have been the story of the game. They lack cohesion offensively.
50 seconds left to play here in the third. SGA, no good. And Simons has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. 6 to shoot. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Simons. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout.
48.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective.
And just wanting it more there. You got to like seeing Porzingis beat everyone to the spot in the open floor.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions. Only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
Free throw good, LeBron.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Goes up off the inbound.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Pass to Neesmith. And it's off from three-point range. Knocked loose. Stolen by Jackson. Here's James. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
He's off on the second.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point.
Oh, nice find by LeBron. This guy is the best passer I've ever seen.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Beasley with the rebound. James looking around. And here is Neesmith. It's tipped. He's got a clear path. The finish. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And it's Barrett penetrating. And they're pushing it up. Neesmith with the ball. Now SGA defending. Beasley. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Here's SGA. Vucevic. It's good.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And with this kind of momentum behind him, Barrett, a terror. Love seeing him hammer it home.
Here's Jackson. And there's the three.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Shade fighting through contact down low.
But I tell you what, SGA is a bona fide superstar, having another huge night.
Finding the lane.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Vucevic buries the deep ball.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now James. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
Wow, that's embarrassing. Come on, just put the ball in the hole.
And the shot goes in.
Look, they've earned this victory tonight. Tough to dominate the way they did.
It looks like they've got it wrapped up. What a night. Great execution on their part.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Black with it. Beasley covering. And a wide open look for SGA. Bangs home the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points. Here's Barrett. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Black. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players will be a rejump.
Now, here's Barrett. Here's James. And so the home crowd treated to a win.